These are boards that I have assembled today using solder paste, and I've cleaned them now with some EPA clean isopropanol, and this is basically evaluation of how well just dipping them in isopropanol, how well of a job it has done. I think that for the most part, most of the flux residue has disappeared. Let's see. I'm just going to put my gloves on. However, there is still quite a bit of it left. And there is also stuff like that that is kind of like small pieces of salt, I think. Yeah. So EPA clean removes most of the flux, but when it comes to things like solder that are still around, it kind of may require extra work. I use electric toothbrush, which I do sometimes, get right away. If any better idea, feel free to comment on the video. But I think for the most part, the residue has been off. Let's see, that's solder ball. Let's throw the solder ball down. Come on. Ball. Let's see. So any of the artifacts, any components that are off are much apparent. Has been cleaned. Unfortunately, I don't have ultrasonic cleaner, so yet that is something. Well, look at this board. Wherever the flux left on the flux gets converted to white. It's kind of white residue that it's easy to peel, or it's some kind of reaction between isopropanol. It's all white and the powder. You can see there. So solder. Circuit my pins. It doesn't really, because this better soldered. Residues react. I don't even know what it is. Chemical composition. Oh. Well, I like updating the order. Very nice of them such detailed production, and then I think it's hot. So is gonna melt. Go with it. But that's all. Soldering. Too close to the taxes. Boards. But some um, VAT. That on your own benefit. Melting. It's melting. Close to the component. Yeah. Now that soldered being cleaned. not an issue for this. It's a solder ball. I assume PLN is Polish. 165, that sounds a lot. You guys have such high taxes on sounds insane. I'm not gonna waste too much time on trying to clean out. The only thing I'm looking for is any solders that are left from the solder paste, because the solder balls can actually things on them. And this is only a side effect of solder paste. When using solder, all of the solder sticks to the pads. When using solder paste, some of it gets spread out. At least when using solder paste without a stencil, some of it gets spread out, and then it results in solder balls like this. Oh, that's a big one. Let's get that one away. Come on. So I'm guessing that if I were using a stencil, this wouldn't be an issue either. So I'm glad I ordered a stencil from GLC PCB. I haven't mounted that component because I need to find a resistor of that value. I have to check the schematic. Let's see. Some residue. And yeah, also just looking for components that may not be properly soldered. Like it's possible to see when looking at the solder joints. Sometimes they look unconnected. Like this one is connected, this one is solid. But actually USB connector, that's interesting. The USB connector is probably not the best solder joint. And by the way, if you have been watching my videos designing my latest motor control board, I actually changed the footprint of this connector because the footprint of this connector is off. So the holes that are on the side of the connector, they aren't really, they don't actually fit the connector perfectly. So the connector doesn't sit properly. In this case, it probably got a little bit, it got off the board a little bit when I was soldering it. So it probably has a bad solder joint, but I'll see that when I test it. Let's see. I test the USB connection. I could actually test for continuity as well. Yeah. Alright, so this is it for this video. I think I'll have a quick look on the boards and fix any issues I find. Yeah, that's why I thought you were from Poland. Exactly because of that, because of your surname. Government tax. Yeah, it sounds a lot though. Yeah, 165 is a lot. We pay 25% VAT in Sweden. But I don't know if your tax contains. I don't know what you mean by government tax. It's like brokerage tax and VAT and yeah. So you seem to have more that goes into that tax than we do. Okay, I'm gonna make the last frame of the video is gonna be pretty. Place something that looks good. Yeah, this board is really shitty. There's nothing that looks good on this board. Now the perfectionist in me is taking over. I just have to remove this crap. Alright, anyway. Have a good evening. Bye.